Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shania Shalshabila and I will explain about sporting details and transitions. The first is sporting details. Sporting details is those sentence contains facts, statement, examples, specific, which guide us to a full understanding of the main idea. They clearly illuminate, explain, describe, expand, and illustrate the main idea and supporting details. The following diagram will show how details relate to the main idea and how details range in degree importance. In the diagram, more important details are placed toward the left, less important details are closer to the right. Look the example diagram. Types of supporting information. Authors use various types of supporting information to explain a controlling idea of a topic, sentence, or a textbook section. Recognizing this type of supporting information is the key to understanding how author develops and connects his or her ideas. Examples. Usually, a writer gives an examples to make an idea practical and understandable. An example shows how a principle, concept, problem, or process works or can be applied in real situation. The situation consumers find themselves in can also have direct influence on their purchase behavior. Consider, for example, the consumer behavior of a person who has a tire blow out one block away from a service station. Description. An author uses a description to help you visualize an appearance, organization, or compositions of an object, a place, or a process. Descriptions are usually detailed and are intended to help you create a mental picture of what is being described. The following description of the stylistic features of various artists' work. To turn now to our central topic, style in art, we can all instantly tell the differences between a picture by Van Gogh and one by Norman Rockwell or Walt Disney. Even though the subject matter of all three pictures is the same, for instance, a seated woman. How can we tell? By the style, disease, line, color, medium, and so forth, all of the things we talked about earlier in this chapter. Walt Disney's features tend to be built up out of a circle, or think of Mickey Mouse, and the colors show no modeling or traces of brush strokes. Norman Rockwell's methods of depicting figures are different, and Van Gogh are different in yet other ways. Facts and statistics. Another way to support an idea to include facts or statistics that provide information about the main idea or controlling idea. Read the following passage and notice how facts and statistics are used to supporting the idea that age is limiting factor in the war against poverty. Another limitation of the success of the war on poverty involves age rather than residence or region. Most of the people who officially moved out of poverty, especially in the 1970s, were older, and even their relatives' gains began to be reversed in the early 1980s. Between 1970 and 1978, the number of poor people over 65 dropped by almost 1.5 million. Most of this decline resulted from improved social security benefits. Citation of research evidence. In many fields of study, authors support their ideas by citing research that has been done on the topic. Authors report the result of a surveys, experiment, and research studies to substantiate theories or principles or to lend support to a particular viewpoint. The following expert from a social problems textbook report the result of research conducted to describe the extent of family violence. One of the most extensive recent studies of family violence conducted by the sociologist Murray Strauss, Richard Gales, and Suzanne Steinmetz conclude that violence between family members is probably as common as love. The second is transitions. Transitions are linking words or phrases that a writer uses to lead the reader from one idea to another. If you get in the habit of recognizing transitions, you will see that they often guide you through a paragraph, enabling you to read it more easily. In the following paragraph, notice how to underline transitions lead you, or a reader, from one important details to the next. The principle of rhythm and line also contributes to the overall unity of the landscape design. This principle is responsible for the sense of community between different areas of the landscape. One way in which this continuity can be developed is by extending planting beds from one area to another. For example, shrub beds developed around the entrance to the house can be continued around the side and into the backyard. Such an arrangement helps to tie the front and rear areas of the property together. Another means by which rhythm is given to a design is to repeat shapes, angles, or lines between various area and element of the design. The next is table 1 is common transitions. This is the example of a transitions, like a time sequence. Example, first, later, next, finally. In the right, we can see what they tell the reader. Example, first, second, third, last, another, next, and etc. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.